Hello students, our today's topic is electrostatic potential. Now you have an idea about electric charges and electric field. Here, now you imagine if a charge is placed at a point, the electric field will be there. So here you can see in this figure, a positive charge is placed at the origin. So electric field will be there. Now, if you want to bring another positive charge from a point R to P, what will happen here? You can see a positive charge here. You want to bring another positive charge to this electric field. What will happen here? Here, if this charge is there, means it will apply a force on this charge. Both are similar charges, so you can say this will be a repulsive force. So if you want to bring this positive charge here, another external force should be there against this electrostatic force. Then you know, children, due to a force, if an object is moved, force and displacement together means we can say about the work done. So here also that work done there, and that work done will be stored as potential energy in that charge. Okay, so here we are talking about the electric charges, so we can call that energy as electric potential energy. The concept of this electrostatic potential energy is similar to that of gravitational potential energy. You know, if you want to lift an object, here for that object potential energy there, and if you are lifting that object, there you have to apply a force against the gravitational force and work done will be there. That work done is the potential energy there. Okay, that work done is stored in that object as its potential energy. But here we are talking about the charges. So here what will happen? For each point in an electric field, a particle with the charge Q possesses certain electrostatic potential energy. Okay, so at a point P, there some potential energy there. If that charge is at R, it possesses some potential energy. So here the work done will be the difference in that electrostatic potential energy. What is potential difference? The potential difference between 2 points in an electric field is defined as the work done in moving a unit positive charge from one point to other against the electrostatic force. Here you can see plus Q, that is the charge placed at the origin O. Here another one charge, that is a test charge, positive charge. If you want to bring this charge, I told you both are positive charges, so electrostatic repulsive force will be there. So that work done in moving a unit positive charge from one point to another point against this electrostatic repulsive force, that is known as potential difference. Here you can see at this point we can take potential VB, and here that at A is VA. Then how can we write this potential difference? V is equal to VB minus VA. Okay, then how can we write an equation for this? Our definition is work done in moving unit positive charge. So this work done we can write as WAB divided by Q0. Work done in moving a unit positive charge from A to B. That's why WAB divided by Q0, that is the potential difference. This potential difference is a scalar quantity and its SI unit is volt. If you want to bring a unit positive charge from infinity to an electric field, a point in electric field, that time also work done will be there. That work done per unit charge is known as electric potential or electrostatic potential. How to define that? Electric potential at a point in an electric field is the amount of work done in moving a unit positive charge from infinity to that point against electrostatic force. Electric potential is equal to work done divided by charge. V is equal to W by Q. For this electric potential also, volt is the unit. Now, we are going to derive an equation for electrostatic potential due to a point charge. You can see the figure here. So, here you can see a charge Q, positive charge is placed at origin. Now, this is a point P, that is a distance R from this origin. Here you can see Q0, that is the test charge placed at A, and infinity also shown there. This is the direction of the force. So, here this Q0 is there and the charge Q is applied a force on that. That force, Colombian force, we can write as F is equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon 0 Q0 divided by x square. Here you can see x is the distance between Q and Q0, OA. OA is equal to x. Now, here you can see, if you want to move this Q0 through the small distance from A to B, that we can take as that small distance we can take as dx. If you want to move this from A to B, a force is needed against this electrostatic force. That force we can take as F. And how can we write an equation for that small work done? That we can write as dW equal to F dot dx. This we can write as F dx cos theta. F dot ds cos theta. What will be the angle here? The angle is 180 degrees. So here cos 180 minus 1, that we can write as minus F dx. This is the small work done in moving the test charge Q0 from A to B through the small distance. Okay, dx. You know, electrostatic potential is the work done in moving a unit positive charge from infinity to a point in electric field. Here we have to find the total work done for getting that electric potential. How to find this total work done? We have to take the integral of dW. Then, how can we write this? Here, from infinity to a point P, that is the point here. So, how can we write this? Infinity to R dW. Sorry, infinity to R minus F dx. Okay, work done is equal to minus integral infinity to R F dx. Instead of this F, we can write 1 by 4 pi epsilon 0 Q0 divided by x square. So, W is equal to minus integral infinity to R 1 by 4 pi epsilon 0 Q0 divided by x square into dx. Now, we can take minus is here. Now, Q0 divided by 4 pi epsilon 0 integral infinity to R 1 by x square dx. Then minus Q0 4 pi epsilon 0 integral infinity to R 1 by x square dx. What will be the integral of 1 by x square dx? That will be minus 1 by x. So that we can write as minus x raised to minus 1 infinity to lower limit and upper limit, we have to write there infinity to R. Here this minus into minus, this minus we can take outside. So minus into minus plus, this will be Q0 4 pi epsilon 0 x raised to minus 1 infinity to R. How can we write this? Now, this work done will be Q0 divided by 4 pi epsilon. This x raised to minus 1, we can write 1 by x now. Now, infinity to R. Here, Q0 divided by 4 pi epsilon 0 1 by R minus 1 by infinity. Here Q q0 divided by 4 pi epsilon 0 1 by r minus 0. Why? 1 by infinity is equal to 0. Is equal to q0 divided by 4 pi epsilon 0 1 by r. This is the work done. You know potential is work done per unit charge. Okay, then how can we write an equation for potential? V is equal to work done divided by q0. That is the test charge here. So we can write this as 1 by 4 pi epsilon 0 q divided by r. This is the electrostatic potential due to a point charge. Listen here, this is the equation for electrostatic potential 1 by 4 pi epsilon 0 q by r. Here 1 by 4 pi epsilon 0, that is a constant, q also a constant, so we can write inversely proportional to r. That means the potential varies with r. Then in case of electric field 1 by 4 pi epsilon 0 q by r square, here E is inversely proportional to r square. Here also this electric field varies with distance r. Okay, so here you can see the variation of potential with respect to the distance. Then another one graph there, that gives us the variation of electric field with respect to r. This one gives the this one gives the variation of potential with respect to the distance, and this one gives the variation of electric field with respect to distance. Now moving to the derivation for electric potential due to an electric dipole at an axial point. In the first chapter we derived an equation for electric field due to an electric dipole at an axial point of that. Here we have to derive equation for electric potential. Here you can see the dipole minus q and plus q, that is separated by a distance 2a. O is the origin here. So here you can see from A to O, A, and O to B, A. Here we have to consider a point P. That is an axial point here, that is situated on that axial line. That's why we can say this as axial point. So here we need to find the electric potential at this axial point. This point P is at a distance of r from O. So electric potential at P means V is equal to V1 plus V2. Here we have two charges minus Q plus Q. So total potential at P is equal to potential due to this charge minus Q plus potential due to this charge plus Q. So V1 plus V2. Now we have to write expressions for V1 and V2. V1 equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon 0. Here the charge is minus Q. That's why minus Q divided by the distance is AP. Okay. What is AP here? AP. That is O to P R. So this R plus A. So here minus 1 by 4 pi epsilon 0 Q by R plus A. That is V1. Now V2 equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon 0, that is due to this charge. So plus Q divided by BP. This distance we have to take. BP equal to R minus A. So here you can see 1 by 4 pi epsilon 0 Q divided by R minus A. So here V is equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon 0 minus Q by R plus A plus 1 by 4 pi epsilon 0 Q divided by R minus A. Now we can write this as Q by 4 pi epsilon 0 minus 1 by R plus A plus 1 by R minus A. Okay, so Q by 4 pi epsilon minus R plus A plus R plus A divided by R plus A into R minus A, R square minus A square. Okay, now we can cancel this R and R, minus R and R. Now we can write this as 1 by 4 pi epsilon 0 Q into A plus A 2A divided by r square minus a square. This we can write as 1 by 4 pi epsilon 0 q into 2a. What is that? That is the dipole moment P divided by r square minus a square. So this is the electric potential due to an electric dipole at its axial point. 1 by 4 pi epsilon 0 P upon r square minus a square. Then here we have to apply one condition. If this r square that is very much greater than this a square, that time how can we write this? This potential becomes 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught P by r square. This is the electric potential at an axial point of dipole. Here r square very much greater than a square means for a short dipole its potential at an axial point is 1 by 4 pi epsilon 0 P upon r square. Now we need to derive an equation for electrostatic potential at equatorial point of this dipole. Here you can see minus q plus q separated by 2a and this P, that is the equatorial point. We need to find the electric potential at this equatorial point. How can we write the total potential at this P? That will be equal to potential due to this charge plus potential due to this charge. So we can take this as V is equal to V1 plus V2. We can write the equation for this potential due to this charge minus q 1 by 4 pi epsilon 0 minus q divided by, what is the distance? Here we can write a, b. So here the distance is pa. Here this is a, this is r. So this pa will be square root of r square plus a square. Now plus we have to write equation for this V2. What is that? That is the potential due to this charge plus q. So 1 by 4 pi epsilon 0 q divided by 1 by r square plus a square. Here 1 by 4 pi epsilon 0 minus q by root of r square plus a square plus 1 by 4 pi epsilon 0 q by root of r square plus a square minus q. All others are same now, so minus then plus, similar terms but opposite signs, so we can cancel this and the potential will be 0. So the electrostatic potential at the equatorial point of an electric dipole. Okay, so potential due to this electric dipole is 0 at its equatorial point. Now derivation for electric potential at any general point, maybe axial point or equatorial point or any other point due to this electric dipole. Here you can see minus q plus a separated by 2a. Here P is the point. At that point only we need to find the electrostatic potential. Here also we can say V is equal to V1 plus V2. Net potential at this point P is equal to V1 plus V2. V1 due to this minus q and V2 due to this plus q. Then how can we write an expression for this V? V is equal to V1 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught minus q by, this is the distance AP. So R1 plus 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught V2, that is the potential due to this charge plus q at this point P. So BP is the distance R2 plus q divided by R2. How can we write this? Q by 4 pi epsilon naught minus 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2. How can we write this? Q by 4 pi epsilon naught 1 by R2 minus 1 by R1 equal to q by 4 pi epsilon naught R1 minus R2 upon R1 R2. Okay. If this P lies far away from this dipole, that here you can see this is R1, this is R2. Here you can see a line perpendicular distance from B to this line. Here we can take this as R1 minus R2, that only we wrote here. So that R1 minus R2, if this P is far away from this dipole, then we can take this R1 minus R2 approximately equal to AB cos theta. Okay. Then what is this AB? Here you can see AB equal to 2A cos theta. Then what will be this R1, R2? If this point P far away from this dipole, we can take R1, R2 as that also approximately equal to R square. Okay. So here 1 by 4 pi epsilon 0 Q into 2A cos theta by R square. You know Q into 2A, that is the dipole moment. So we can write 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught P cos theta upon R square. How can we write this? 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught P cos theta, that we can write as P dot R, unit vector R by R square. So this is the equation for electrostatic potential at any general point. That is 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught vector P dot unit vector R upon R square. Here you know P is the dipole moment and R is the unit vector along the distance R. R is the unit vector along this distance R. This is the equation for electrostatic potential at any point. So here, how can we get equation for the electrostatic potential at axial point? At axial point means that time theta will be 0. Then V is equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught P cos 0. You know cos 0 equal to 1. So P upon R square. This is the equation for electrostatic potential at axial point due to electric dipole. Then what about that electrostatic potential at equatorial point? That time theta will be 90 degree. Then V is equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught cos 90 equal to 0. So into 0. So that electrostatic potential at equatorial point will be 0. So from this general equation we can arrive at both equations. Okay, thank you.